Hello children, how are you? I hope that everybody are staying home fine and safe. This is your Saubhagya madam and I am back with another session of food and health. So children, we are learning more things about food and our health. So in our last video, we have learned about infectious diseases or the communicable diseases and also how they are infecting the healthy persons. What are the five important things that important ways in which they are affecting the people? So I hope that you have understood that, and in this session let us know how to prevent the infectious diseases. So children, prevention is better than cure. So if you know the reason that by this something is happening to us or some bad is happening to us, so what we have to do, we have to try to prevent that so that we are not suffered from that. So in the same way, to protect ourselves from the infectious diseases, there are few preventive measures that we have to take so that we are protecting ourselves from getting the disease. So let us see what are the preventive steps that we have to follow. So prevention of infectious diseases. Prevention of infectious diseases. The best way to prevent is by controlling the breeding and spreading of germs. So what is the first point, children? First and the most important thing is to stop breeding and spreading of germs. If you can stop the breeding means reproduction. If you stop the breeding or spreading of germs, then we can control the diseases. So in what way we can do that? In what way we can stop spreading or breeding of the germs? Okay. Bath with soap water every day. So children, you are very small. You are having the more chances of getting the infections. Why? Because you doesn't know more about the cleanliness. There is a proverb in English. Cleanliness is next to godliness. మనం ఎంత శుభ్రంగా ఉంటామో అంత దేవునితో సమానంగా మనం ఉండొచ్చు. అవునా కదా? So we have to follow few things every day in our life to protect ourselves from getting any kind of disease. The first one, daily you have to take bath. రోజు స్నానం చేయాలి with soap. Okay. Bath with soap water every day. Okay children. Do not neglect bathing. Okay children. Next one. Wash your hands with soap before eating. This is a very important point. Children, whenever you are eating food, whenever you wanted to eat any food item, either it could be lunch, dinner, snacks or fruits, anything. Whatever the work you are doing, you have to stop that and you have to wash your hands very nicely with soap water so that if any germs are there on the surface of our hands will be washed away while we are eating food. Okay children. So this is very important point. Wash your hands with soap before eating. Not only before eating, even after completing the eating process, again we have to wash our hands properly. Okay children. The third point, cut your dirty nails. I often say in the classroom, I see many children having big nails, that too very dirty. If you are having big nails, what happens? The dirt or the germs can grow inside the nail. Okay children, we are having long nails. So what happens? The dirt and germs will accumulate in this area. Okay. So what will happen? While you are eating with your hands, the germs or the dirt which is present in the long nails will go inside along with the food that we are eating. So what happens? It is an easy way for the germs to enter into our body so that you cannot prevent yourself from getting any disease. So at least weekly once, try to cut your dirty nails. Okay. Germs and insects grow in garbage. See children, at our home, we get waste products. Yes. Sometimes from the kitchen we may get, sometimes from the dining room, sometimes from the living room. So what do? We collect all the waste and we put it in a garbage bin or a dustbin. Okay. So when you are putting all the things into the dustbin, some are dry things and some are wet things. So when you leave them aside, what happens? The germs will increase in number very fast. You can see cockroaches or house flies or insects flying over the dustbin. Here, there are two important points that you have to note down. First one, you have to always use covered dustbins. మనం వేసే డస్ట్బిన్ మీద ఒక మంచి మూత ఉండాలి. ఓకే, సో ఆల్వేస్ యూజ్ ఎ కవర్డ్ డస్ట్బిన్. సెకండ్ పాయింట్, ఎంటీ ద డస్ట్బిన్ రెగ్యులర్లీ. చెత్త అనేది ఇంట్లో ఉంచుకోకూడదు. 1 or 2 days it's okay. Okay, not more than that. Some people are neglecting to throw the dustbin or to throw the dust which is collected from the home outside. It is a wrong method. So quite often we have to dispose the dust which we get from our household. Okay children, so using the covered garbage bins or dustbins and throwing out the garbage on a regular basis so that you can protect yourself from getting contagious or communicable diseases. Okay children, and there are few other points that we have to learn in order to prevent the infectious diseases. If you can give me a moment, I will jot down them on the board. Okay children. Okay, what are the other things that we have to follow in order to prevent ourselves from getting infection? Okay, sunlight has a capacity to kill germs. Okay children, so what we have to do? Open doors and windows to get good sunlight. So children, the sunlight contains ultraviolet rays, UV rays. Okay, the sunlight contains ultraviolet rays which can kill any kind of germs. So that is the reason why we have to expose our body to the sunlight. Not in the afternoon but in the early morning. The early morning sunrise gives us vitamin D to our skin which can protect the skin damage. Okay children, and also if you are opening your doors and windows open to the fresh sunlight, the light rays which enters your house can kill any kind of germs which are present in the atmosphere inside the house. So children, from at least now on, what do you have to do? Ask your mother to open the doors and windows wide open to enter the sunlight. Okay children. Next, usage of disinfectants. Okay, usage of disinfectants and antiseptics which kills germs. So children, if you want to kill the disease causing germs, what we have to use? We have to use disinfectants and antiseptics. So what are the disinfectants? Disinfectants are nothing but the chemicals that are used for killing the germs. Okay, infection cause చేసే germs ని kill చేసే వాటినే disinfectants అని అంటారు. For example, so the chemicals that we use for cleaning the bathrooms, especially the usage of bathrooms. In the bathrooms we can see more amount of germs. Why? Because we will go for motion and we will go for urine. So the bathroom contains more amount of germs. So, the bathrooms have to be cleaned regularly by using the disinfectants. Okay, children. Bathroom cleaning is very important. Okay. Next, the floors. So, the floors of the house have to be cleaned regularly so that if any germs are there on the floor, why? Because you children will be sitting down playing on the floor. Yes, children? So, the bathrooms and the floors have to be cleaned on a regular basis. Again, drains. Drains are nothing but the drainage system. The drainage system also should not be blocked. If you block the drainage system, the unwanted waste water which is coming from the bathrooms or the kitchen will allow the growth of the germs. So what we have to do? We have to clean the drains also. And bed linens. దుప్పట్లు మన ఇంట్లో దుప్పట్లు కర్టెన్లు బొంతలు యూజ్ చేస్తామా లేదా? సో వాటి మీద కూడా మనం ఎక్కుతాము, కూర్చుంటాం, పండుకుంటాం. సో there is a chance of staying of the germs on these bed linens. So we should wash them regularly. So by using the disinfectants, you have to wash the bathrooms, floors, drains and bed linens. Now, what are the antiseptics? Antiseptics are also a kind of chemicals which will cause the spread of the disease causing germs. అవి ఏంటంటే మనకి జర్మ్స్ని కిల్ చేసి అక్కడ ఉన్న వాటిని క్లీనప్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తాం. See, like cleaning the wounds. If you are having any cut or a burn, you will use Dettol. Yes, children? If you are having a cut on your hand, what you do? You take a cotton ball and dip it in the Dettol and we will clean it properly. If you are having any wound on your body, so you have to use this antiseptic. You have to use the Dettol so that any germs which are attacking your skin can be cleaned properly. Okay, children. Then insect bites. You can use the antiseptics for cleaning the wounds, for cuts and for insect bites. Sometimes we have biting of the ants or some small insects which you doesn't know. So immediately what you have to do? You have to clean that area with the antiseptic solution. And if you see an first aid box, you have an antiseptic solution, antiseptic cream, a bandage. Yes, children? So you have to maintain that first aid box at home if you will get any emergency. Fine. Spray insecticides to kill insects. So these are other chemicals which are used to kill the insects, especially insects like houseflies, mosquitoes and also cockroaches. చూడండి మనకి టీవీలో అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. హిట్, రెడ్ హిట్. What is this used for? It is used for killing the cockroaches and mosquitoes. Yes, children? Black heat, red heat. So these are the advertisements which are showing you about the insecticides. So these are the chemicals that are used for killing the insects like cockroaches, mosquitoes or houseflies. These are the major three things that can cause the spreading of the germs which can cause the disease. Okay. Drink boiled water. So always we have to drink boiled water. But you children love to drink chilled cooling water. Yes? So no. You have to drink boiled drinking water. What happens to this? Whenever you are boiling the water, I said that some kind of diseases are spread through water also, like cholera. Okay. So what happens if you are drinking the infected water? What happens? You will get disease. So if you are boiling the water, if you boil the water at high temperatures, the water boils at very high temperature, that is 100 degrees centigrade. So at that temperature, the germs cannot survive. So they are completely killed in the process of boiling. So now the boiled water is free of germs. The boiled water is free of germs, which is good for your health. If you are good enough to buy a water purifier, if you are good enough to buy a water purifier, you can also use the water purifier so that any disease causing germs which are present in the water can be completely filtered. They can completely filter the germs and they will give you the fresh drinking water. So children, keep it in mind. Drink boiled water or water that is coming from the water purifier. Okay. And the last and the foremost thing which you should not avoid, stay away from sick persons. So children, by this I hope that you have understood what are the reasons for causing the diseases. Yes, and what type of diseases can we get, or what type of diseases are infectious, which can spread from one person to another person. So what we have to do, if a person is suffering with any kind of communicable disease or an infectious disease, so what we have to do, we have to maintain the precautionary methods. That is, you have to stay a little away from those persons so that you can prevent the disease from getting. Okay, you can prevent the disease from getting. So children, you have to keep all these points in mind so that you can protect yourself from the communicable diseases. Okay children, we'll go to the next topic. Fine. Okay children, up to now we have discussed more points about the infectious diseases or communicable diseases. Now we will talk about non-infectious diseases. So these are the diseases that does not spread from one person to another person. If one person get that, the person himself will only have to suffer from such kind of disease. It cannot be transferred from one person to another person. So such diseases are called as non-infectious diseases or non-communicable diseases. So they do not spread from one person to another person. So mostly these non-infectious diseases are caused because of the deficiency. What is this deficiency? Deficiency is nothing but lack of right kind of food in our diet. So children, every day we are eating a particular diet. Sometimes we eat foods that are prepared at our home. Sometimes we go outside and we eat some outside food. And also sometimes we buy some canned foods and we will eat. So children, while we are eating the food, one thing we have to keep in point is that whether we are eating a balanced diet or not. In the earlier classes, I have already discussed about a balanced diet. A diet that should contain all the important nutrients. Okay, children. So, here the deficiency is just because of lack of these important nutrients in the food. So, what are the important nutrients, children? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Yes? If any of these 5 things are lacking in the body, what happens? Definitely we get some kind of disease. So such diseases are called as deficiency diseases. What are those called as, children? Deficiency diseases. So the lack of nutrients in food causes them. The deficiency diseases are simply caused because of lack of nutrients. Lack of nutrients. Okay. Lack of nutrients. Sometimes we get rash or reaction on eating food items, medicines and dust. Such a reaction is called as allergy. So children, if you observe, sometimes if you eat any food material, or if you take an unknown medication, or if you are having some dust allergy, then you will see some reactions going on in your body. See, sometimes you may have a complete rash on your body, reddishness on the skin with some kind of itching. Okay. Sometimes you are having swollen lips or swollen eyes. Okay, children. So what are these reactions called? These reactions are called as allergy. What it is, children? Allergy. 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 So anything like a rash or a reaction on eating food, any food item, medicine or dust, such reactions are called as allergies. Some people will have food allergy, some people will have dust allergy, and some people will have medicinal allergy. So children, I have a medicinal allergy of penicillin. If I take a penicillin tablet or an injection, so definitely I will get a allergy. Okay. So in the same way, some people will have some kind of allergies either to food or to dust or for the medication. Okay. Obesity and heart diseases. See children, sometimes we see children and adults who are suffering with obesity. Obesity means growth of the body into larger body. So children, everybody will have a certain weight according to their height. Okay, children. The children of at 10 years should have around 15 to 25 kgs of weight. Or the children from 15 years to 25 years, they should have an average weight of 45 kgs. Yes, children. So if they are having more weight, so they are having a condition called as obesity. Okay, children. Putting on too much weight and also heart diseases. See children, some children or adults were having heart problems. Okay. So all these are non-communicable diseases. If a person is having obesity, he himself will have that. But it cannot be spread from this person to other person. Okay, children. Okay. Diabetes and arthritis are caused when a part of your body does not work properly. So children, I think you have heard this word diabetes. Diabetes means increase in the levels of insulin in your body. Either it is caused due to the overwork of your body part. Okay. So the diabetes and arthritis. Arthritis means there is a problem in your there is a problem in the tissue between the bones. So here the diabetes and arthritis are also caused because of the non-functioning of the body part. So these are also non-communicable diseases. So they cannot be spread from one person to another person. So children, lack of the nutrients like the deficiency diseases and allergies and obesity and heart diseases and diabetes and arthritis. So all these variety of diseases are not spreading from one person to another person. So they come under the category of non-infectious diseases. What are those non-infectious diseases? Okay, children. Okay. The other common non-infectious or non-communicable diseases are caused because of air pollution. So children, the causing of asthma. Asthma is there is a problem in the breathing. There is a problem in breathing. Okay, these asthma patients cannot survive any pollution conditions. If you are having heavy pollution of air, so they have to suffer or suffocate because of heavy breathing. They cannot breathe properly like us. So, yeah, asthma is also a non-communicable disease which is caused because of the pollution in the air. And also, Bad habits like smoking and drinking. Nowadays we are seeing many people, not only elders but also small young children, okay, who are in the teenage. So these children who are not having the parental care or not having the control over their over them are being suffering with the taking in of alcohol, and cigarette smoking. So children, here these two habits are also damaging the body parts like lungs and liver, which is causing a great damage to the whole body. So if the lungs are spoiled or if the liver is spoiled, it causes a great damage to your own body. So children, you have to avoid such bad habits. You have to avoid such bad habits like smoking and drinking alcohol, which can lead to death. So children, up to now we have seen the different non-infectious diseases that are occurring to the human body, and what are the damages that they are causing to our body. Okay children. So children, I hope that you have understood the differentiation between the infectious diseases and the non-infectious diseases. And I think that now you are having a clear idea between the difference between the both kinds of diseases. Okay children. So make sure you maintain very good healthy habits and a good diet or a balanced diet to protect yourself from getting infectious or non-infectious diseases. Children, I hope you have enjoyed the video and we will meet you in the next video very soon. So until then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.